So some ideas for learning English. We used a workbook called Easy Grammar. It was a whole series, and the kids liked that because then you could just do a page, couple pages a day, and they're really learning a lot. We use this English from the Roots Up, which is a great way to learn vocabulary. Instead of just learning all these vocabulary words, if you learn the word roots, then you can sort of decode what a word means, which is really great, especially for like SAT testing and things like that later. So for instance, here's one. Sonus means sound, and we would actually do index cards with that on it, the sonus, and the other side had what it meant, and then kids would test each other, stuff like that. We used Wordly Wise. This whole series was great for vocabulary. It has stories that they read, and then they answer questions. So, things like that. For spelling, we did different things. We tried this one, sequential spelling. It's a little more involved, but it teaches spelling in a really interesting way when spelling is not intuitive for someone. So I really like that. And then we used our library. We would just go to the library. The kids would pick out books that were of interest to them because then they would read them because it's interesting to them. We would do the reading program at the library, like the summer reading program. We did lots of read alouds. So I would read aloud a book to them that was above their level, but that they could, get the story. And that's a great way to learn writing by listening to literature. It's a great way to learn vocabulary. And it's just a nice, fun bonding experience to have. And then when the kids were older, they took classes at the co-op taught by, we had like somebody who was an author, did that for a living, and he taught classes, things like that. And then when they were in high school, they would do community college classes called dual enrollment. So they could get their English classes done there, which would help them in college admissions too.